In this video we visit Dean Village and the Water of Leith walkway before ending our walk at the picturesque Circus Lane. So join us as we explore Dean Village. Only a 10-minute walk from the centre of Edinburgh is the beautiful Dean Village. The village sits in a steep gorge with the Water of Leith running through it, and it was famous as a grain milling area for over 800 years. The village grew as a community in the 1100s from the mills that were built on the riverbanks. You will see many stones carved with crossed paddles of the bakers, as this area supplied all the bakers of Edinburgh with their flour. The Bellsbrae Bridge was the original crossing point of the Water of Leith. This was the only way across the Water of Leith into Edinburgh, and a toll was imposed on all who used it. The yellow building here was the old toll booth, where the tolls would have been paid, and formerly it was a granary. The stone carving shows the sign of the bakers' crossed paddles, and the inscription reads, "God bless the Baxters of Edinburgh, who built this house in 1675. The view from the Bellsbrae Bridge is a popular spot to take photos and selfies. From here you can see the Bellsbrae Bridge in the distance, and across the river we can see the stunning architecture of Well Court. The Water of Leith walkway starts in Balerno and follows the river closely for approximately 12 miles through the city and finishing in Leith Docks. The view from this bridge is also a popular photo spot, and it's easy to see why. Well Court has the most impressive building, built in 1886 by the then owner of the Scotsman newspaper, Sir John Findlay. The court had its own hall for socialising, with a clock tower, a communal courtyard and a number of tenements for local workers. This is Miller Row, where you can see 3 millstones resting against each other. The stones were previously used in the granaries in the 1600s and are now displayed here as a reminder of the industrial past of the area. Towering 106 feet above the river, we see the Dean Bridge. The bridge was designed by Thomas Telford and was completed in 1831. The bridge was to be Thomas Telford's last project at the age of 73 and retirement. This small building is St George's Well, and it is said to have been set up in competition with neighbouring St Bernard's Well, but never achieving its purpose. It was built in 1810 to commemorate the Jubilee of King George III that year. This is St Bernard's Well, a natural spring discovered in 1760. Locals believed the water had medicinal properties, with some believing that it could cure anything. In 1789, the building of a Doric temple with a dome and a statue of Hygeia, the goddess of health, was erected. For nearly 2 centuries, people came to sample the water and cure ailments before it closed in the 1940s because the water contained arsenic and other impurities. We now made our way a short distance to Circus Lane, a favourite spot for photographers or those seeking a photo for Instagram.
I feel like I've been here before, familiar with the view. This ain't nothing new. And every time that you walk through the door,